Look at that. That has got to be the coolest caterpillar in the world, but it's eating my plants. And welcome back to the excitement that is me growing stuff in pots. Hoorah. So I thought I would do a full tour of what has happened in my garden. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I've started growing food plant things in pots for the last 3 or 4 months. I think it's been 3 or 4 months now. I'm not entirely sure because time gets out of hand. I think we're growing more bugs than we are plants because it's mostly organic. And I say mostly because we've had a few issues with fungus and all sorts of weird stuff. So I had to get sprays. I tried the homemade remedies, but no. Homemade remedies don't seem to work that well sometimes. So to save a few plants like my grapes and stuff, which you'll see in a little bit, I had to spray them with crap, which is disappointing, but we are learning. We have never grown any of these citrus or anything like this before. Yeah, what I have discovered is as soon as you get a new species of plant, a new species of bug moves in. Let's just move to the first bug, which we found in the last day or two. These are my grapes. So I've got 5 different grapes. Actually, there's 4 different types of grapes, but 5 different grapes, like seedless something rathers. They were going really, really well. Now, I live in the subtropics, so grapes are a bit hard to grow here. These are all supposed to be types that will survive with the heat and the humidity, but also with the heat and the humidity, you get fungal problems with the leaves. So see how these are all tiny little leaves? They were huge, sort of like, I'm not going to touch it just in case I got something on my hands from that one. They were all huge like that. That is a healthy one. That is starting to get a fungal or bacterial infection. Same with that leaf there. Because I have no idea and new to it all, I was like, why are the leaves going brown? Maybe it needs more water. Giving it more water, almost rotting the poor thing because it had too much water with too much humidity and all that wonderful stuff. But look at that. That is a huge, huge caterpillar. There wasn't just one. I noticed that one because it's orange. I have no idea if that's the same species as the green one. But holy moly, they were everywhere. So super, super good at camouflage when they're small. You don't notice them. And then all of a sudden, like that, missing leaves. What are you doing, Benji? Woof. Woof. That's Benji. Yeah, so we've had a few issues with really, really cool caterpillars. Like, they are super, super awesome. We will get back to the grapes in a bit, but I have started upgrading pots. So all my citrus trees, and I've got all sorts of different types. We'll go through them. We'll go through them now. That is a blood orange. They are all grafted, obviously, because that's how citrus trees work. You can't just buy a blood orange seed and grow a blood orange plant, because it could be a multitude of different genetics to it. We have an Indonesian lime and what type of mandarin? Emperor mandarin. Yeah, a lot of them came with tiny little bits of fruit, tiny fruit. I think because of the age of the tree, they're not really going to support those, but there are some that are almost ready. This is, what was this? Oh, this is this guava strawberry thing. I have no idea what a guava strawberry is. I have lots of lemons. I think that is, I think that grows into a normal lemon tree. See, I have no idea about all this. I do know that these ants are farming pests. Get out of it. This is a variegated lemon tree. How cool is that? I think is it a Eureka? Eureka lemon? Yes, Eureka lemon, variegated lemon. So the fruit is variegated apparently, so I can't wait for that to get a decent size. I did start with smaller pots like that, and I've already upgraded to these bigger pots. The whole idea of keeping everything in the pots and stuff like that is I am going to move to acreage in a couple of years, all going well, and then I can plant these in a huge area. That's the hope, anyway. Tons of Trichoceros catfish. They're not catfish, they're cactus. I do keep a lot of cactus, catfish. There is some cereus, obviously that one that's just finished flowering. Lots of other bits and pieces. This is my pear. I only have one pear at the moment. So what's that? Packman's pear. I did just trim the top of it because it was like 9 foot high. And it's just starting to get the new shoots. I did replant that bit. Not too sure if that's going to grow. We'll figure that one out. We have some fruit. Look at that. That's almost... Now we do have issues with fruit fly here, so these are probably not going to survive, but these are technically my first lemons. Maya lemon. Yeah, let's hope we get at least one of these survive, but who knows. Another fruit tree here. What even is that? That is a Tahitian lime. I think a lot of these are going to take a few years to really mature and actually be able to bear fruit, because I think they'll get to this point and then they'll drop off because there's not enough energy in the plant. Correct me if I'm wrong. We might get a few survive. I'm not entirely sure. What's that, a kaffir lime? They're weird. Look at that. That's like a little brain. So there's a few of them on that. And then that one, oh, look, something's been eating this one. Probably a grasshopper. That is a navel orange. Wow. So citrus are kind of going well. There are a few more over there and we'll work our way around there. I did get some figs. Oh, did I get some figs? Oh, and look at that. I have to get rid of that because that was on the grafted bit. So that's the original tree. So lots of different figs. White adiac. I do not know what this fig is. It doesn't seem to have a name. And another fig. I think that was Jenny the fig. I have more cactus, some euphorbia, very cool palm trees that look like palm trees, but they're actually euphorbia, which is a toxic plant like a cactus. That's another euphorbia there. Some cereus, some fluffy cactus. Oh, what is super, super cool is I have two, and it looks like only two, zucchinis. No, cucumbers. They're cucumbers. I did grow one cucumber that I brought. It was awesome. We got cucumbers, and if you look at some of my older videos, they grow from that to full size, like huge cucumbers, in like 2 weeks. I know everyone's like, yes, that's what happens to cucumbers, but I had no idea. That was just crazy. But we did plant the last couple of them, like the whole cucumber, just shoved it in the ground. 2 have survived. So they're the hardiest 2. So hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have more cucumbers because they grow really, really fast. But I'm not entirely sure about the temperature and the cucumbers because it's really hot at the moment. This is our summer, so we're getting 30 to 40 degree days, which kind of are knocking a few things around, but we'll see how they go. Otherwise, more Trichoceros cactus. There is, and this is the problem now. Caterpillars. Oh, look at that. Eating the tip of the cactus. That's the growth point. Thank you very much, you dick of a thing. What can you say? That is so frustrating. So that tip will die and now it'll have to pop out of one of those. So that's why a lot of them look mingy. Over the years, they've got scars and all sorts of issues. Under here, which is my little shade housey thing, I have lots of seedlings of different types of chilies. Don't even ask me what type of chilies they are. I do need to set up like a giant cage area where bugs can't get to them, because there's been all sorts of issues with bugs. I can see ants farming more bugs. So this is sort of, yeah, kind of just left here. I can see bugs on that chili plant. My little, what are they? Paw seedlings. I keep taking them out of here, back in, out of here, back in. They do better in here. There's less bugs in here. I mean, they can still fly in here, but I think I just need to redo the top, get rid of all this junk on top of it so there's more light, and maybe completely encase it in. So we're going to do something about that in the next couple of months. Otherwise, some bromeliads down there, all sorts of random stuff there. There is lots more euphorbias, a few cactus, a few things that are like 100 years old that don't grow. Well, they grow, but you know, millimetre a year. This is my coffee plant. What type of coffee is that? There it is, something. It's been going well, but it does not like the sun, obviously. So it's been in here, in the shade, doing its shady type thing. Oh, well, that is bizarre. That's my rhubarb, which I thought was dead because it does not like the heat, but it seems to be growing back a little bit. It's amazing. There's Benji's tail. So hopefully there's hope for the rhubarb, but that's going to be a winter crop thing. So hopefully by winter, in the next sort of 4 or 5 months, I will have some raised beds with cages over them to stop bugs, and we should be able to grow all this cool stuff which I've never grown before. Oh, I have to move this out the way. Watch out, Benji. What even is that? Basil. Siam Queen basil. Okay. Looks a bit mingy because bugs have got it. We're going to place it somewhere over here. Don't try this at home. Okay. So now that that is out the way, succulent, we have the other half of our ayahuasca, which I think has got bugs on it as well. It does. So I just have to spend hours a day removing bugs, it seems. Not that I've got hours a day to do that. We have some more euphorbia, some more cactus. There's a cactus there. That's just a cereus. How cool are these euphorbia? So a euphorbia is like a toxic cactus that has like a white latex inside. You break it off, makes you kind of sick. Yeah, not good. Well, it's good for the plant because it protects it, because it comes from Africa. And plants from Africa are pretty freaking tough, because they have to be. What have we got here? We have another fig. Oh, that's the VDS. Sounds like a disease, doesn't it? It is growing well. I have not found any bugs that wipe out these yet. Well, they haven't found these, I should say. But they will, I'm sure. Whole heap of desert rose seedlings from a year or 2 ago. I used to grow a ton of them. Now I just let the seeds drift away because time. I'll get back into that, hopefully, one day. And then we have our horseradish, which got completely destroyed by caterpillars. There's a caterpillar there. Oh, stop it. I thought, well, they can't eat all of it. Well, yes, they can. They can try, and they... Oh, there's a praying mantis. Come here. Oh, he's that pretty praying mantis. You get those bugs. So praying mantis and wasps are good. They're beneficial bugs. Caterpillars, not so good. I'm not entirely sure when this horseradish is ready to be picked or removed. It is in my rubbish bin. We have another fig here. Pan. See, that was written on the fig. I know, I don't know why, but people do that. It's going to come off, I'm sure. We have our ginger. Ginger is going well. This is the first time I've ever planted ginger. It was a bit of an experiment. We've got ginger from the supermarket in that pot, and there's another pot behind it. This one was from... No, that's around the other way. This one's from the supermarket, which they spray something to stop it growing properly. And you can wash them, but they still don't tend to be the same afterwards. And then that's from an organic Asian shop. Same with that one. They took longer to grow, but now they're bushier and bigger. And that one sprouted quicker and just looks rubbish. It probably looks okay on video, but it's rubbish. I know, why do they do that stuff? It's like... Yay, let's eat fresh and buy fruit and vegetables. Oh wait, they're just sprayed with toxic chemicals that stop them growing. Is it toxic? Who knows? But it's not good. It's like, do you eat the bugs or do you eat the chemicals? There's no happy medium, is there? You watch, in the next couple of years I'll be all this fruit and vegetables and I'll just be picking bugs out because I don't eat bugs. You could eat bugs if you want, I'm sure, but I opt not to eat bugs. I don't even eat cows, so there you go. Then I have just made this structure in the last couple of days. And I'm no good at making stuff, by the way. It is sturdy. I am really no good at making stuff. It looks nice and neat. I do not have OCD because see this piece? This is on an angle, and this, didn't bother cutting it, and it's on an angle too. But this is mainly a structure for my boysenberry to grow up and over. It seems to want to climb. I had no idea that boysenberries climb. I thought they just turn into this horrible bush thing. Well, they probably still turn into a horrible bush thing, but it is climbing, so I'm letting it climb. I just need to put some shade cloth over here, and then we have more cactus in this area. I might do a couple of shelves like I have in there and set all that up. I do want to do some sort of aquaponics system, which I'll show you in a bit, for the strawberries that are sucking at life over there. So that should be a fun thing to do in the next couple of weeks once I get time. I have an ayahuasca vine. It's one of many. I have a huge plant. This is actually cuttings that I did, what, a month or so ago? No, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's not that long ago. Maybe, I'm going to say a month ago. So it's going to hopefully wrap up here. It does not like full sun, so it's shaded by the pawpaws, and the pawpaws are also shading the boysenberry. All going well. You're a bit droopy down there. You should hopefully grow all up and stuff like that. So more cactus. I've got one of my yacons. It kind of fell over a little bit in the wind. If you've never seen a yacon before, that's okay. Either have I. Oh, which is really weird is the soil has all gone down. That's strange. They are a giant root vegetable that looks like a banana, but apparently tastes like an apple. I know, it's weird. Sound like a potato, banana, apple. I have a random, what's that? Bamboo. I don't know how big that bamboo gets. It's staying in the pot. I've always wanted bamboo, never had bamboo. Have a bamboo. Thank you, Maddie. So moving along here, and this is the dodgy area because there's just rubbish underneath here. We have our pawpaws. Oh, and we do have, before we get to the pawpaws, this. There is the coolest beetle ever right there. Let's zoom in. I'll put some footage on the screen. That is a harlequin beetle, or harlequin hibiscus beetle. I have never seen a beetle that looks that awesome in real life. I mean, yeah, the internet is covered in cool photos and videos of beetles and stuff. Look at it. It is one of the coolest looking beetles ever. Apparently they only eat hibiscus, which is good because I only have one hibiscus plant and there's only one male beetle so far. So when there's about 50 beetles, then we'll be removing them to a hibiscus plant down the road somewhere. We're trying not to kill stuff. I know. It's kind of like, what's more important, the plant or the beetle? We can sort of have a happy balance, I'm sure. So we're going for the happy balance. You wait till like locusts come and wipe everything out, then we'll see happy bloody balance, won't we? We're trying. So yes, this is a very cool hibiscus as well. They have like a giant blue-purple, there you go, blue-purple, what's more blue than purple? Blue-purple flower, which is huge, blue-purple-grey. It's the only one I have. I don't really like flowers, but it has cool flowers, which obviously it has none at the moment, and I don't have any photos or videos of the flowers. So in the future videos, hopefully I will remember to stick one of those in for people who like flowers. Creeping down here, we have, there it is, bisexual gold. They have grown so much. These were tiny little plants when I got them about 3 months ago. Yes, I know, they probably should be bigger, but they're in pots. Restricts growth, I think. There's a bisexual red, and I think I got that one because of the name. I'm like, how is a plant bisexual? It's not, it's got both sexes, doesn't it? Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure it's called bisexual because it can mate with the male and the female plants. All of a sudden, I understand. And then there is a plain gold pawpaw. So she is the odd one out. Those two can get it on with her or not. They don't need her. I have no idea what my paw seedlings are, but we'll figure that one out as well. There is the boysenberry there, around the cage, up and over there. While I'm crawling around on the floor, best place to be, we have these, our carob trees. So I got 3 little carob trees. Oh, that one's actually got nice new shoots. Haven't found any bugs that destroy carob trees yet. I'm sure there's a carob tree beetle or something like that that hasn't discovered these yet because they're hiding. I'm sure once they get to a certain size, something's going to wipe them out. We're forever looking for new bugs like that harlequin beetle. That's just bizarre. So there is another Yacon there. That one is a little bit perkier looking than the other one. Yeah, that is bizarre. All that, I don't even know. Yeah, where's all the dirt gone? I'm not entirely sure. That was filled. Who knows? So another Yacon. We have more figs. These were my first figs. I think they're a brown turkey fig. Yeah, brown turkey fig. I got 2 of them because they were cheap at one of the big shops, big chain shop things. I don't know why they're growing like that. They're sort of like growing like a starfish. They should probably call them brown starfish fig. I'm not too sure. If you know why it's growing this way and not up, comment down below. That would be wonderful. There is another one there, which is just growing stupid. Oh, and I think this is my black something or other fig. There it is there, whatever that is. And that is also growing stupid. Not entirely sure, but it is what it is. There's my sugarcane. I know. Apparently they get very, very big. Well, they're sugarcane. I have one. I don't know if it grows suckers or not. I'm not entirely sure, but there's one sugarcane. We have an Australian native that is a finger lime. Apparently there's lots and lots of different coloured finger limes. They are extremely prickly. And there are the finger limes. I don't think they're ripe. Not yet. But yeah, I don't know how big they get as well. I could read the tag, but I'm not going to. I'm guessing they get bigger than that. And then this, which looks like a finger lime, is another Australian native. It is a red centre lime. Hopefully it tastes awesome. Not too sure. The prickles on these things are crazy. So those are a couple of Australian natives. I do have some more Australian natives, like that Australian native ginger over there, which has really weird blue ball things apparently when it gets bigger. We have our first chili plant. This is my original chili plant. And if you haven't been following all the other videos, huge issues with chili plants. They've got mites, they've got bugs wiping them out, all sorts of drama. It's starting to come back. There is a chili there. That is a blah, 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 white. I don't know if that's white. That looks cream to me. And the reason I got it is because they looked like they were green, but they're not. It's just the dodgy photo. So coming around this bit, which we've missed, these are my apples. That is my Anna apple. I did trim the top off it and it's got new shoots already. So thank you, Thomas, for telling me to trim it because it was just going silly, silly tall. These ones have started branching at the top, so I didn't bother trimming them. So this one is, and these are all subtropic apples, Tropic Sweet. And then this one here is a Dorset Golden. That looks pretty gross. Yeah, we'll see if they're okay in 100 years when they grow apples. Not entirely sure how long it takes. I will need to go bigger pots, and then hopefully they'll survive until I get to acreage. Then we're going to go crazy. There's a Thai King, well, King Thai mango. Oh, it's a dwarf, so that probably only gets like 4 meters or something stupid. There's a new shoot. Happy, happy, happy. This is a full-size mango. Florian, whatever you say. They're going well so far. My blueberries. Ha ha ha. My first blueberry went super well, and I did get blueberries from it. And now the blueberries are super, super tiny. Not too sure what's happening. I think the pH of the soil has changed, but I also think the pots are too small. So this is the new blueberry I got, but unfortunately this one does not like the temperature up here because it is a Northland blueberry, and they had it at the local shop, and I naturally thought, it'll be okay to grow here, but no, it's not. All the other ones will tolerate the heat, that one won't. So its days are probably numbered, unfortunately. I should send it to someone down south so it can live out its little life. But those are the blueberries. I think there's like 4 different types or something like that. There's a couple more chilies. They lost all their leaves. They're growing back. Still a bit of mite issue. We have got all sorts of stuff to spray them with. Over here, we have more Trichoceros cactus, not catfish. Everyone comment down below, Trichoceros catfish. Oh no. Really? The bugs have found it again. So this is my Cape gooseberry. It was huge. It was like 1.5 meters, which is probably adult size. And these beetles wiped it out overnight. Hundreds of beetles. And it's just been growing back, but now there are caterpillars somewhere. And this happened last time too. You can't see them. You little buggers. I think I'm going to get a chili spray and spray that and see if I can nuke the little buggers. That is annoying. That's the fun of gardening. Things like that happen all the time. Anyway, while we were down here, that's got me annoyed now. That's why I need cages for everything to stop all these annoying little butterflies just flapping around being difficult. We have our strawberries. We have Benji. Now, if I point to the strawberries and your little furry face is there, you're going to eat them. So you go over there. Good boy. Woof. So we have our strawberries not going well. Really? What are you doing? Is your little ear? Is your little dog ear? Is your little dog ear? Woof. Yes, our strawberries not going well, but I think I'll put them into an aquaponics thing. Over here, I have more strawberries. We had a fungal infection. We have bugs eating them. All sorts of stuff. I have a few pawpaws that I forgot to put around the other side. I have all these weird plants, and I'm not entirely sure, like the blue tongue, and I'm not sure what that is. It is some sort of weird fruit tree. Yeah. Oh, and over here, I got these the same time as I got the boysenberry. How sad does that look? This is my raspberry. Yeah, it got attacked by lots of things. And this is my blackberry, which is fawnless, which it probably needs the fawns to protect itself. I have to do something with those. We have a whole heap of mess there, which all going well. That corner in the next couple of videos will be gone. And I might put a big cage thing here so I can put all the produce and stuff that I don't want getting eaten by bugs, which is pretty much everything, in here, hopefully. So we have, look at that. Wow, a caterpillar has gone inside the spring onion and eaten the spring onion. Yeah, those spring onions are gone. And we have mites. We have our eggplants, which were coming back. Bugs just are destroying the leaves. So all these need to be caged up because there's so many things that just eat them. It's just not funny. I have a weird capsicum there, which nothing's managed to eat that yet. Although I think we've now got mites on the leaves and all sorts of stuff. This is why I need cages. My original strawberry is holding on. And I need to do something about that too. My peas, I need to get them out of this tub. No, they're not peas. They're pea nuts. These are pea nuts. Yes, I need to get them out of there. They grow really, really weird. They grow, they flower, and then they bend down into the dirt, and then they grow the peanuts under the dirt. I know. strange. This is my native ginger, which has the weird blue balls. It's growing really, really well. I got that, 3 months ago. It was a tiny little plant. Thank you, Maddie. And now it is huge. We have some more citrus over here. We have a grapefruit. We have another lime, West Indian lime. And then what's this one? Oh, this one has fruit starting and it has bugs. Great. Fruit starting and bugs. It is another lime, a sweet lime. Moving along. Why have I got so many? I just sort of asked for one of everything when I started. There's more. Obviously, there's a lot I haven't got. Washington Navel Orange. Things have been eating that one as well. And if we come over here, try not to get stabbed by the cactus. Oh, we do have cereus fruit. So I've never actually eaten cactus. Don't really want to start, but we might grow these and get a whole lot of little cereus just for fun. So there are more here. What have we got? Eureka lemon. It actually has a lemon on it. Ooh. Oh look, there is a bug. Let me just place that down there. Stop eating my plants. There are so many bugs. Look at that grasshopper. They get a heap bigger than that. That's going elsewhere soon. Let me just get rid of that and come back. And you're gone. So where were we? Eureka. This is another one. This is the lemonade, dwarf lemonade. And look, hopefully nothing will eat that by the time it's ripe and we can try that. All going well. We have another chili plant. I'm not going to go through what type of chili plants they are because they all got muted. Oh my god, mutilated. Oh look, there's a chili there. By the mites. So annoying. What's that one? That is an orange. Seedless. That's a grapefruit. Oh, and there, look, we have fruit. What even is that one? I think that's another grapefruit because I got 4 different. Oh no, it's an orange. Pineapple orange. Weird, I know. And then this one, we come around here. Oh, that's got to be one of the biggest ones so far. And you are Rio Red Grapefruit. And then we have one more here, and you are another grapefruit. Marsh Grapefruit. What a name. I just keep expecting to find another giant caterpillar. Oh, my poor grapes. So, apart from that, more chili plants down there, more euphorbia, more cactus. Giant mess of everything. These are my fish mint. They're growing really well. What is not growing well? Bugs. Look at the caterpillars. You just can't keep up with some of these. These are the things that need to be in cages because the caterpillars, there's a caterpillar right there, just go crazy. It's very frustrating. So I think chocolate mint under there. What are they? Ice cream beans. Another chili with no leaves. We have a few psychedelic plants from the UK. My banana, which is getting new leaves. I do need to place that in a thing somewhere. I think maybe over in that corner is a good place to have a little bed and grow them in the ground and then have my cage thing there. I was going to put them over there in the old video. Well, in one of the older videos. But now that I'm doing that there, I think that corner is a good place for bananas because it gets sun most of the day and it's a little bit sheltered too. So moving up here, there are the eggplants on the other side. We have some cereus. No, trichocereus. They're not cereus, they're trichocereus. More cactus. Perfect place for that to be. Another ayahuasca vine. Oh, we have our blue turmeric. It is going well in the shade. I do need to find a nice cage for that when we sort the cages out. There are, let me move away from the light here. There are more cool euphorbia. There are a whole lot of adeniums, which I've had for 100 years. Very cool variegated variegated adenium, that was. My basil, RIP little buddy. You have a couple of leaves you're holding on. My Pinot got completely wiped out by mites, but it's starting to fight its way back. Variegated capsicum also got wiped out by mites, thanks to the heat and the humidity, but they're still surviving, and we have a few tiny little ones hatching. Yeah, they're hatching. So a few more euphorbia, some cactus up there. Along here we have more cool plants, mostly mildly toxic stuff and adeniums. Then we've got, this is Benji, woof. We've got a few other plants. Actually, let me get rid of all this in my hand first. We have our native basil, so that is going well. I do need to move it somewhere. I have not even tried that yet. I've got so many different types of basil. I don't really even eat basil. Giant mess there, I need to redo that. This area here with this pool and this lotus, I'm thinking I want to hook up some sort of aquaponics system, because I have these old frames here. I can easily just have the water pumping up, going through pipes, and then back in there. I know. Could do hydroponics with all that stuff and supplementy stuff, but I'm thinking aquaponics might work better because I know about the nitrogen cycle and all that, so it'll be a bit easier as opposed to just getting random chemical stuff to dump in there. We have our hog plum. Look at those hog plums. That is a dwarf hog plum. Apparently they only get a couple of meters high, or 1.5 meters, something like that. We have a weird cherry tree. I can't remember what type of cherry tree that is, but it's a weird cherry tree. It's a real grand cherry. Another type. We have our miracle fruit. Hasn't really done much. It is looking better now. It was a bit mingy when I got it a couple of months ago. Now it's not as mingy. What's that one? I think that's our chocolate fruit tree. No, it's an abu. Abu. Don't even know what that is. We have that, which is the ginkgo biloba. I'm pretty sure that one there with the cool red leaves is a cinnamon, and you use the bark. What is that one? Oh, that's some weird plant. Don't even know about that one. We have our caladiums. Oh, I'm in the sun. Let me move like that. There you can see them. Random caladiums. Can't eat those. You probably could. Not entirely sure. But caladiums. We have some dodgy cereus that just came with a heap of scale. They're going well. And then I have all my passion fruits. We did lose one passion fruit from rot because this frangipani shaded this area. But we are getting early morning sun, and I think it's like about 6:30 in the morning at the moment, so this is good. All these passion fruit were in pots. Don't do that. I've taken them out of the pots, dumped them on the soil, and moved this, what's this called, weed mat stuff around it, so they still get water. Roots are going to get in, and then hopefully we will have passion fruit in the next year or so, because they've grown really, really fast. We have, what have we got? I think all these, oh look, and there is some fruit starting. Hurrah. These are our weird chartreuse mulberries. Another mulberry. I think it's some weird white mulberry or something. I don't even know where the tag is now. Mulberries are growing really, really well. What's that one? That one's a dwarf red chartreuse mulberry. I don't even know what tree that is. If you know what that is, tell me. Oh, grasshopper. Stop it. That's what it is. It's a bloody another grasshopper. There was another one. Yeah, you better fucking jump away, you little bugger. That's a grasshopper plant. We have another cactus. One of the few padded cactus that are legal in Queensland because they don't have the spikes. Just about every other one in that genus is illegal. We have shepherd avocado. Now, I have issues with the avocados. Look at that one. bent right down, so I need better stakes, prop it up, otherwise it's just going to snap off in the next storm. But there's my 2 avocados. There's some random tadpoles in there. We have more Ceres, and then we have just a giant mess here, which I have not sorted out, but need to sort out. Oh, and our banana passion fruit got a little bit mingy. Hopefully it will come good. We've just had countless rain and all sorts of issues the last month. I think it's been like 35, 40 degree days, rain most of the time. Everything kind of melted. I'm surprised all the cactus are even alive at the moment. Yeah, but I've had to change a lot of the soil with perlite and mix in it to sort of stop them from rotting at the bottom, and we're still learning all this stuff, but hopefully that was a cool update for people that are interested. Hopefully in the next video or 2, we'll get all that stuff sorted. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see some other videos of how everything's grown, go back to the start where there's practically nothing here about 3 or 4 months ago. There was lawn here, and now there's not lawn. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it looks like in the next month or 2. I can't wait for it to get a little bit cooler, so then I can grow all these cool vegetables that I can't grow at the moment because of the heat. Yeah, then aquaponics system. We're going to go crazy with aquaponics. We will see you in the next video. Thanks heaps for watching.